should do glitter, right? Right? We want glitter. The people want glitter. I feel like we should do glitter. Ooh, I haven't used this yet. This could go very poorly, and since I'm on a time crunch getting into the office, let's try it. Welcome to Makeup with Meesh, the show where you get ready with me in the morning before work. This is what I look like before, but hopefully it's not gonna be what I look like after, because we're gonna transform together. Start with the Dr. Dennis Gross Alpha Beta Peel, like we do every day, to exfoliate the skin, make me beautiful. And then once we do that, we will cover up the skin so you cannot see it with all the makeup I'm going to put on it. So today is day 2 of my ATX offsite onsite. I work at Facebook and half of my team is remote. All of those people that we have not met in person yet have flown into Austin, and they are visiting for the week, which is super nice to get to see everybody in person, do all of our meetings and stuff in person. And today is another full day of that. So I'm heading into the office to hang out with everybody. The morning is our team bonding activity. It should be a fun morning. We are going to do graffiti, which I'm really excited about. That's what life at a tech company is. Just in case you're wondering, flying everybody in to go spray paint the side of a building or something. I don't know what we're gonna spray. I hope we're gonna spray paint a canvas, because whatever it is, I kind of want to keep it. So I hope it's like a keepsake thing. But I mean, I guess if it's graffiti, it would be like on the side of something. I wonder if they have, I don't know, like a large wall or something that they keep like repainting over, because it's like a company that like shows you how to do the basics of graffiti or something. They sent out a warning last night of like, hey, it's obviously like it's painting, so don't wear clothes that you don't want to get messed up. But I did not receive that. I mean, I received it, but I did not receive it, if you know what I mean. I have no intention of wearing. They were like, oh, wear like an old t-shirt. First of all, don't own an old t-shirt. Second of all, even if I did, I wouldn't wear it. I will be wearing a fabulous full pink jumpsuit. I'm trying to brand it as a paint suit, right? Like so cute. And I'm thinking I'm gonna go with some monochromatic pink heels that have like a little bit of an ombre effect to finish out the look. And of course, all pink makeup. We're going like full monochrome today, busting out the pink. I don't know how this will translate to our graffiti event, but not my top priority. But how cute will this pink jumpsuit, full monochromatic look in front of a graffiti wall? That is the vision. Worth it. They said they'll have like smocks and stuff for us. I'm thinking I'll throw in some flip-flops or something if I need to like roll my pant legs up, you know? We'll make it work. I'm not worried about it. All right, let's toss on sunscreen. This is my Roden and Fields sunscreen. This is from the Redefine line, so it is not as oily, I've noticed, as the Reverse line, which I think is the culprit for why my makeup was just like coming off of my beauty blender. I think it's a combination of that and trying to put a cream blush on top of a setting powder. The Tom Ford primer, 2 pumps of this baby all over the skin. This primer is lit. This is the best primer ever. Let's contour with the foundation. Gonna dot this on where I want to see a little bit of contour action happen, and then under the chin to give me a nice snatched jawline. Give the people what they want. I'm gonna blend that in. Lovely, lovely, lovely. And I'm kind of bummed because I just dyed my hair. Told y'all that yesterday. Yesterday was day 1 of dyed hair. But I hate that like then I push it into the roots that I just dyed and it makes them look like yellowy. But if you don't push them into the roots, then like you're gonna have a line right at your roots. So like what do you do? How do you get rid of that? Last night, so I use these makeup eraser to take my makeup off. They're freaking amazing, by the way. If you haven't purchased those, I don't know what you're waiting on. You'll never have to buy those wipes again, which I was a wipe girl. I mean, I know there's like people who are like, oh, it's bad for rubbing your face. I don't care. They work. I like them. You feel fresh after. It's a good time, right? But you have to buy them all the time. And these you can literally just wash with your clothes at the end of the week and they take your makeup off incredibly well. It's shocking, actually. After I took my makeup off, I got this wet again and went through and like cleaned my roots. And I think it took a good chunk of the makeup off. Actually, I know it did because I'm looking at this now, and that is now because I just smushed all this brown into my hair. So it's giving it that lovely orange tone right at my roots and making them darker. But yesterday I cleaned this up with that makeup remover and it did take it out. I saw a TikTok that it was like hairstylists were like, all my blonde people complaining about their roots turning orange or brassy or whatever. And then it was like all my blonde clients, and it was like pushing bronzer into your hair. You got to do it. I DM'd the hairstylist that posted it, and I was like, yeah, but you're also blonde, so how do you stop this from happening? And she was like, oh, I have no idea. I just thought it was funny. I was like, yeah, I know. There's no solution. Like, I know they make those like little like wrap things. I actually have one for when you apply skincare, but you push it like it does here. So like it's not changing it. Like I don't know the solution. Unless you just want to have like a line right there, or not wear bronzer and not contour, but like, okay, that's not a solution, that's not an answer. So I guess the answer is you remove it at the end of the day with makeup eraser, and you deal with it, and you get some purple shampoo, and you suck it up like a big girl. All right, that was a bit much that I just put on. Oh, I can pull that down here, there we go. Maybe on this side too, because that was a little too much there. I'm gonna look a little cakey if I don't clean that up. God, I love this foundation, it's so good. Okay, so let's take some of the finishing powder, NYX, set that under the eyes, like so. Probably doing a little bit heavier than I usually do just because I'm going into the office and the makeup's gotta stay all day, and I just get a little heavy-handed when I know I'm gonna meet people or see people. Eyeshadow primer. So I perused Pinterest this morning to get some inspo for pink, but I think I want to do, most of the looks that I found were like all over like light pink, baby pink accents, you know? But I'm thinking I want to do like a bold pink eyeshadow. And whenever I'm doing bold colors, you got to pull out the Morphe Disney palette, because nothing's more bold than Disney. So these are the pink options that we have here, and then that's like a pinky glitter that I could do in the center. Oh wait, this one looks like it's got pinks in it, and it does. It delivers. Okay, so I got a couple of Morphe palettes here with some pink options. I might use a little bit of everything. I like this Made You Look color right there. Ooh, but those are good too. I could see those. I'm gonna take a just all over neutral shade to set the primer on the lashes, on the eyelids, so I can blend. I'm gonna start with Hibiscus Blossoms. Actually, I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna go all over. I never apply makeup this way. This is the 35S Sweet Oasis by Morphe. I got this for like $11 at Black Friday sales. Morphe palettes aren't expensive in the first place. They're usually like $25 max. Pretty awesome considering you get a lot of good color options, or a lot of colors in the palettes, and they're very pigmented usually, so that's great. All right, we're gonna go in and shade in the corners a little bit, make these slightly darker with some of these darker pinks in here, just to give me a little bit more of an angle. So I bought a bunch. I bought this one, I bought that Disney one that I held up earlier, and one other one that was like more fall neutral colors that I wear all the time, basically. Okay, that works. I like the more like gradient pink that we've created here. I should do glitter, right? Right? We want glitter. The people want glitter. I feel like we should do glitter. Ooh, I haven't used this yet. Go very poorly, and since I'm on a time crunch getting into the office, let's try it. Look at this. I've never used this before, but this is the NYX glitter body glitter. Yeah, that screams business professional to me, right? It's a little bit more red than I would think I would want on my lids, but no time like the present to find out. So I guess you just dump this in here like so, and you end up with this kind of situation. And then you take this glue, and I think you just glue it on your face. So never done it, but I'm gonna put a little bit of primer on this brush. Actually, now that I've applied this, I'm instantly regretting it because I was like, it would have been cool to do a liner. Oh, whoa. So I need a lot more glitter, but already big fan. Okay, I see how this is working. Give me more glitter. Okay, but the problem is it's not going on like you don't smear it. You have to just like press it into where you put the primer, which if I would have known that, I would have done this differently, but we are learning together. So I'm wondering if I can go in now with one of these glitter. Yeah, and like blend it so it just looks like it's blended in there with it. Okay, so what I just did was I just added this shadow. Okay, so this primer is like straight up glue. That's okay. So I basically just put glitter all over the lid. This is fine. And then filled it in with that other color. So I'm gonna do the exact same thing, even though I don't recommend this approach. So I'm gonna make it match, so I'm doing the same thing over here. So you just kind of have to press it into that primer. Like it doesn't smear, which makes sense because you see all the people at the festivals and it's just kind of like patchy glitter. And I think that's kind of what this is. I don't know why I thought it was gonna be more like a Build a Cream glitter shadow, but okay, and then I'll take that same shadow that I just did right here. This is Revel in it, and I will add this in. So this is my attempt to kind of make this look more like a cream glitter shadow. I didn't know that glitter was gonna operate that way. Next time, we'll take a different approach. But the way that it works though, I could do a eyeliner pretty easy with black, especially since that stuff is like, this kind of comes out like eyelash glue, like you could paint it on and then like very carefully dab. I need more than, 45 minutes in the morning to get ready before work to do that. When I have that time, I will try it because I think that would be really fun. I feel like you could do that even if you were going to more of like a glam event, like a wedding or like a ball, however many balls you're going to a year. But that would be cool to be like black tie, black gown, and then like a subtle glitter eyeshadow, for when you go to the casual ball. I'll touch up the top because we need to accent this a little bit for it to blend. Put it right there. Touch it up with a little bit of silver and gold highlighter underneath the brow. I'm kind of actually leaning towards shadow now because I think it'd be cool to like draw even a deeper like pink line around the shadow and kind of like fade it out. I'm gonna do the shadow. Oh, look, this Disney palette has black sparkles. Yep, universe said, throw caution to the wind and use that powder, girl. Okay, so I'm gonna draw in the black corner right here so it'll look a little bit darker in the corner. And then I'm going to get a fine angle and really tap that brush off in hopes that it does not fall out on my face too much. Yep. All right, and then I'm gonna go back and do like a really harsh pink line around it. I'm getting like sort of disco roller girl vibes. Okay, that actually wasn't bad. But I wanna go back in with this brush and add a really dark pink accent underneath. And then in the front, I think I'll go in and add a very light pink color, brighten up the eye a little bit. Again, we'll clean this up, and I think mascara will tie it together really well. So let's add in some contour. Here we go. And then, I need to buff this out. And I'm going to go ahead and put on blush after doing that, before setting powder, and see what happens. If you've tuned in the past few days, past few weeks really, you've seen that I've had a lot of issues with my beauty blender, which is very abnormal for me because I love the beauty blender. We've had a great relationship together, but the past few weeks it's really turned on me and it's just been pulling my makeup off. I think this setting powder has something to do with it. I'm gonna give Patrick Starr's One Size blush a second chance. The cream version. And there we go. It is, it's that setting powder. I'm just doing a slight blush because I have a bright pink eyeshadow on. So, we need to be careful or we go into clown territory real quick. With setting powder too, that it'll lighten up a smidge. Okay, so what I'm doing too, by the way, this setting powder is really great It's the Givenchy. It's the 4-color one. But the 4 colors, if you apply them kind of more strategically, they contribute to the face in a little bit of a different way. It has like a peachy tone in there, more of a neutral tone. So you can tell I put some of the lighter colors like on the areas that I wanted my contour to stand out. Like I put the whiter colors under here and here, and then the peaches blended on over the blush, because they can color correct for you, like help you a little bit. They have different shades in that though, but they have like a green to help combat redness. I really like that powder, and I've noticed a really nice blurring effect with that powder. I have heard people say that it is not worth it. And I hear you, because it's a $68 powder, which seems insane. But you also don't use that much, so it's another one of those products that like, you only need a little bit of setting powder, so it's gonna last you a while, and you don't have to use it every day. I gotta be honest, I think this makeup is looking a little bit more costumey than I wanted. I wanted it to like, I'm not gonna say natural, because I don't know anybody with pink eyelids, but I didn't want it to look as like, oh, she's going to a costume party, as it does. I'm going to lighten up with white. I'm going to use this highlighter today. It has a little bit of that pinky peach tone in it, so I'm going to be really careful when applying because I don't want too much, but since we're going for the all-monochromatic pink look, might as well use this highlighter too. Perfect. Okay, that's just enough time for me to put on some mascara, do a lip, and toss up, do a lipo lip, do a lip, and then toss up my hair. Okay. Well, that's intense, but you know, whatever. Life's too short, boring makeup, right? You want an average, neutral tone shadow? I'm your girl, most days. I have no idea what's happened to me today. I know it's intense, but it's still fun. See, the mascara really brings it together. Y'all go to work like this, right? Can y'all imagine if I was like a nurse or something and I had to wear my mask and this is all they see? I'm really building this mascara up because I feel like I need like dramatic lashes, and I'm not putting on false eyelashes. When you're wearing pink glitter eyeshadow, where is the line? You know, the line was like 30 minutes ago on this look. I like it. I think it's fun. So what I'm thinking here is pull this section up like so, and we'll do kind of like Shih Tzu style, because everybody loves to look like a dog, right? Okay, so I want to make sure this is centered and also separated, because ow. Oh, my kids have stolen my brush again. I hate that. How am I going to tease my hair? This might be another sign from the universe. Stop, stop. Past the line. Hold, please. I've got to go get my brush. Well, that was a failure. It's missing. I have no idea what my children did with it. But I was just reminded, though. I was like, hey, babe, did you take a teasing brush? Because sometimes we'll use that brush for the girl's hair because it's smaller and just easier. And he was like, no, but I bet Veda did it yesterday when she was doing my hair. And that just reminded me, our youngest daughter yesterday was playing hairstylist with my husband, and it was just brushing his hair out. And then he sends me a picture of a clump of hair. And he's like, turns out she wasn't just brushing my hair, she was cutting his hair, and he had no idea. And now he's got a little tiny baby bald spot in the back where she cut a chunk of his hair out. So funny. We never had to worry about that kind of stuff with our oldest daughter. She's just not a rule breaker, and she's not gonna cut hair. Or she's not, like, I never understood parents that were like, oh, my kid colored on the wall and stuff. And I'm like, I literally gave this kid markers like before she was even 2 years old, and like never even crossed my mind that she would do something like that. She is just not that child. So like we are not used to that. But then Veda, oh, she's bad. She is a rule breaker. She's gonna destroy things. Like her intention in life is like, what can I? We're gonna need to be a little more careful with that one. She's gonna need a little more oversight. You know what I mean? Like, let me rephrase. She's creative. Yeah, she's gonna cut some hair. She's gonna ruin some walls. She's gonna destroy some people's belongings for sure. She gets joy out of that. I see that very clearly in her face. He was like, we're gonna have to adjust the art cart. I was like, yeah, I see that. I see that. There. So at least it's like 2. Otherwise I have like dog ears. You know what I mean? Because like if that came down, I could lose my Shih Tzu look and end up as a Basset Hound. And that's just not the vibe for today. We're going full Shih Tzu. I really need to align on my brand. Am I a dog? Am I a roller girl? Am I a graffiti artist? Am I all the above? I like it though, it's fun. All right, I'm going to spray to lock it in with my Kat Von D. Lock it in. I'm gonna go for more of a neutral line. Don't you worry though, I will put pink on my lips, okay? I said I'd do a monochromatic look and I'm committing to a monochromatic look. I'm just gonna do Pillow Talk to really define the lip. Okay, and then I'm gonna go in with the Physician Formula Flamingo Pink. There we go, there's more of that pink that was hiding underneath. And then I'm gonna fill in with a little bit of the NYX Instant Filler in Miami Nights. Okay, and then we'll top this off with the Laneige Lip Balm and Berry. That's what I wanted. I didn't want like a super bright pink because I thought, you know, that might be a lot. I don't know, something about the glitter pink eyeshadow and hot pink lips. It could be a little much for, you know, a random Thursday at work. I went with the subtle approach, you know. This is the final product I'll be heading into the office with. If I had some bedazzles like to rhinestone my hair, I would totally do that right now, but it's been sitting in my Amazon cart and I haven't pulled the trigger because it's a recession, but now I think I need it because imagine if like I had like a little pink gem like all throughout, how freaking cute, but I don't have it. This is the final product for today. Thanks so much for getting ready with me. If you liked the look or just enjoyed chatting, then be sure to come back tomorrow. I'm here every day, Monday through Friday at 8 a.m. Central, and you can get a pink eyeshadow tutorial or more of an appropriate look because this is not every day. But thanks so much for getting ready with me. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.